Tommy Lee Sparta, the Gothic Dancehall Messiah. Chapter 1, Montego Bay Origins, 1987 to 2007. Born Leroy Russell Jr. on November 4, 1987, in Flankers, a rough community in Montego Bay, Jamaica, Tommy Lee Sparta grew up under difficult social and economic conditions. Like many youth in Jamaica's inner cities, he was exposed early to violence, poverty, and gang culture. His father died when he was young, leaving his mother to raise several children. A quiet, introverted child, Leroy found an escape in music and the supernatural, elements that would define his future artistry. Chapter 2, Flankers to Fame, Early Musical Steps, 2007 to 2010. In the late 2000s, going by the stage name Tommy Lee, he began performing at local events in Montego Bay. Initially overlooked by the Kingston-centric music industry, Tommy Lee hustled his way through local studios, releasing street tracks and freestyles. His early songs lacked polish, but showed raw emotion and a gothic, sinister energy. It was during this time he linked with Vybz Kartel, the reigning king of dancehall, who would change his life forever. Chapter 3, Gaza Allegiance, the Portmore Empire Era, 2010 to 2012. Tommy Lee's major breakthrough came when he officially joined Vybz Kartel's Portmore Empire, also known as the Gaza Crew, in 2010. Alongside artists like Popcorn, Ja Vinci, Not Nice, and Sean Storm, Tommy Lee became a key figure in the movement. His breakout track, Worn Dem, showcased his eerie delivery and goth-inspired persona. But it was the 2011 hit, Some Boy, that made him a national name, followed by other street anthems like Psycho, Shook, and Grim Reaper. These songs, full of dark imagery, horrorcore elements, and aggressive energy, carved out a unique niche in dancehall. He adopted the moniker Sparta as a tribute to his Flankers roots. Chapter 4, Rise of the Gothic Dancehall, 2012 to 2014. After Vybz Kartel's arrest in 2011 and conviction in 2014, many Gaza members disbanded. Tommy Lee Sparta, however, remained fiercely loyal to Kartel and Gaza's principles while stepping into his own spotlight. He distanced himself from the name Tommy Lee and fully embraced Tommy Lee Sparta, formalizing it as his legal brand. In 2012, Uncle Demon became both a hit and a controversy. The title, referring to a demonic persona, attracted criticism from Christian groups and government officials. Yet it resonated with young fans across Jamaica and the Caribbean. His performances at Reggae Sumfest 2012 and Sting 2012 were electrifying, theatrical, and visually striking, complete with skulls, fire effects, and black-clad dancers. Dancehall had never seen anything quite like him. Chapter 5, Controversies and Bans, 2013 to 2015. Tommy Lee Sparta's career trajectory was marked by multiple run-ins with law enforcement and censorship boards. In 2014, he was banned from performing in Trinidad and Tobago, accused of promoting Satanism. Several of his shows in Guyana and Grenada were also canceled. In 2015, his camp faced police raids and surveillance in Montego Bay. Though never convicted of major crimes at the time, he was viewed suspiciously due to his lyrics, appearance, and street affiliations. However, he maintained his innocence and continued producing music that balanced hardcore dancehall with gothic overtones. Chapter 6, Musical Reinvention and Independence, 2016 to 2018. By 2016, Tommy Lee Sparta had begun to shift toward broader subject matter in his music. He released tracks like Not a Badness, Dark Cloud, and Happy Life, showcasing his introspective and emotional depth. He also experimented with trap dancehall and melodic hooks. Songs like Red Eyes and Rebirth hinted at an artist reinventing himself while staying true to his core. During this time, he founded his independent label, Guzu Musik, giving him control over his distribution and image. His 2018 EP, New Creator, was a critical step toward international recognition. Songs like Destruction of Man blended Gothic tones with biblical apocalyptic themes, cementing his image as dancehall's anti-hero. Chapter 7. Legal Troubles, Arrest and Detention, 2019 to 2021. In March 2021, Tommy Lee Sparta was sentenced to 3 years in prison after pleading guilty to illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. He had been arrested in December 2020 when a Glock pistol was found in a vehicle he was traveling in. His sentencing shocked fans and artists alike, as it came during a time when his music was again peaking. Songs like Blessings and Rich Badness had returned him to heavy rotation. Even behind bars, his team continued releasing material and engaging fans on social media. Chapter 8. The Loyal Fan Base and Digital Success. Even while incarcerated, Tommy Lee Sparta retained a massive and loyal fan base. His YouTube numbers were impressive, often hitting millions of views within days of release. He was praised for being one of the most consistent artists in dancehall, with tracks released from jail such as Ghetto Cry, Hold On Strong, and No Choice carrying powerful emotional messages. This period saw Tommy Lee evolve from just a controversial figure to a symbol of resilience for many youths in Jamaica's marginalized communities. Chapter 9, Release and Return, 2023. Tommy Lee Sparta was released from prison in March 2023 after serving 2/3 of his sentence due to good behavior. His release was met with fanfare, with massive street celebrations in Montego Bay and Kingston. He immediately returned to the studio, dropping tears of joy and energy, songs reflecting on his struggles, spiritual growth, and intent to change paths. He spoke in interviews about being more mindful of the messages in his music while still staying true to his artistry. Chapter 10, 2023 to 2024, The Rebirth Era. In 2023 and 2024, Tommy Lee Sparta focused on redemption and musical elevation. He released a full-length project titled Reincarnation, featuring collaborations with Skillibeng, Chronic Law, and even an unreleased Vibes cartel verse. He was seen working with more conscious producers and appeared at multiple major events, including Reggae Sumfest 2023, where his comeback performance was hailed as triumphant. His new music balanced spirituality, street reality, and healing. Chapter 11, Musical Style and Cultural Legacy. Tommy Lee Sparta is regarded as the pioneer of Gothic dancehall, blending horror, spirituality, and street tales into one distinctive sound. His style includes haunting beats, sinister flows, auto-tuned vocals, dark and mythological imagery. Influenced by rap, horrorcore, and trap music, he brought something deeply theatrical and globally accessible to dancehall. His boldness inspired a generation of artists to experiment beyond tradition. Chapter 12, Tommy Lee Sparta in 2025, The Living Legend. As of 2025, Tommy Lee Sparta remains a respected and feared name in Jamaican music. He is a symbol of duality, darkness and redemption, pain and perseverance. Now focused on building his legacy and mentoring young talent in flankers, Tommy Lee Sparta is far more than a dancehall artist. He is a cultural archetype, a Gothic storyteller, and a testament to survival in the face of persecution and personal demons. Awards and recognitions, 2012 to 2025. While Tommy Lee Sparta's career has not been heavily laden with mainstream international awards due to the controversial nature of his content and persona, he has received several important industry accolades and fan-driven recognitions in the Caribbean and Jamaican music scenes. 1. Youth View Awards, YVAs, Jamaica. 2013 Favorite Breakout Celebrity of the Year. Tommy Lee Sparta won the Breakout Artist category due to his explosive rise between 2011 and 2012 with hits like Psycho, Shook, Uncle Demon, and Some Be Woy. 2013 Favorite Male Artiste of the Year. He was also nominated for several other categories that year due to his strong fan base, particularly among Jamaican youth. 2014 Nominee for Favorite Local Male Artiste. Though he didn't win, his nomination reaffirmed his influence in the dancehall youth demographic. Second EME Awards, Excellence in Music and Entertainment. 2013 nomination, Best New Artiste, recognized for reshaping dancehall with his unique dark style and theatrical visuals, though the award went to another artist. 2014 nomination, DJ of the Year. His continued influence through songs like Rich Badness and Captain Sparta led to his nomination. Third Music, Video Awards, and Social Media Awards. Tommy Lee Sparta gained recognition in Jamaica and online communities for his cutting-edge visuals, which were often cinematic, eerie, and theatrical. 2015 Caribbean Video Awards, nomination for Lucifer, Best Visual Effects. The video's controversial imagery and Gothic symbolism sparked debate but received praise for creativity. 2016 Mobo Underground Honors, UK-based, recognition for underground influence. Honored as one of the Jamaican artists most frequently cited by UK grime and drill artists for inspiration. 4. Iri FM Music Awards. 2017 nominee, Male DJ of the Year. Acknowledged for consistency and strong fan base during his controversial years. 2021 Comeback Artiste of the Year nominee. After legal troubles and periods of low activity, Sparta's return to music with tracks like Not a Badness earned him recognition. 5th international recognition and streaming milestones. While traditional awards may have been few, Tommy Lee Sparta has earned major streaming achievements, YouTube milestones. Over 300 million total views across his official channel and major dancehall platforms by 2025. Songs like Shook, Psycho, Spartan Soldier, and Lord Lucifer each crossed 10+ million views. Spotify and Apple Music, regularly featured on top dancehall playlists worldwide. Over 2 million monthly listeners as of 2024. International influence. Artists in Africa, particularly Ghana and Nigeria, and Europe, especially France and the UK, have credited Tommy Lee Sparta as an influence. Drill artists in the UK and trap dancehall artists in Africa frequently cite him as a Gothic pioneer in Caribbean music. 6th Street Honors and Cultural Recognition. Gothic Dancehall Pioneer Recognition, unofficial title. Widely credited for inventing and popularizing the Gothic dancehall subgenre, a style infused with horrorcore, dark melodies, and spiritual themes. Montego Bay Honors. Though controversial, he was honored in parts of St. James Parish and among community supporters for bringing attention to Montego Bay in the global music conversation. 6th Street Honors and Cultural Recognition. Gothic Dancehall Pioneer Recognition, unofficial title. Widely credited for inventing and popularizing the Gothic dancehall subgenre, a style infused with horrorcore, dark melodies, and spiritual themes. Montego Bay Honors. Though controversial, he was honored in parts of St. James Parish and among community supporters for bringing attention to Montego Bay in the global music conversation. Key points in career conclusion. Musical evolution. Transitioned from horrorcore and demonized themes to more reflective, spiritual, and conscious music in later years. 2018 to 2025. Tracks like Not a Badness, Rebirth, and Forgive Me show deeper introspection and maturity in his art. Legal troubles and incarceration. Tommy Lee Sparta was sentenced to 3 years in prison in 2021 for firearm possession, but was released in early 2024 for good behavior. During his imprisonment, he released music recorded before sentencing, and his fan base remained loyal. Post-prison career. His 2024 return was marked by a surge in popularity. His single Sparta Forever trended across streaming platforms and YouTube upon release. He was praised for showing resilience and continuing his career post-incarceration without compromising his artistry. Legacy. As of 2025, Tommy Lee Sparta is viewed as a dancehall cult figure with a strong underground following. His influence spans beyond Jamaica, with gothic dancehall and horror-infused trap beats appearing in Afrobeat and UK drill. He is credited with expanding the thematic boundaries of dancehall and challenging traditional norms with artistry that blends theatrics, darkness, and social commentary. Retirement or continued work. While he has not officially announced retirement, there are speculations in the industry that Tommy Lee Sparta may slow down music production after 2025 to focus on mentorship, spirituality, and independent label development. Final thoughts. Tommy Lee Sparta's career is not just defined by awards, but by impact. His boldness in defying norms, establishing a new subgenre, and staying relevant despite numerous challenges is itself a form of victory. Though not heavily decorated with mainstream trophies, his cult status, originality, and cultural influence position him as a cornerstone of modern dancehall's evolution. Tommy Lee Sparta stands as a dark prince of dancehall, forever unique, forever controversial, and eternally influential.